Louisiana beer reviews, Parish Grand Reserve. Well, this is a very rare beer, and in a way it makes no sense to do a review because you probably never see it. They only made 1,300 bottles. This was oh, it's getting cloudy again. This was released on November 30th, 2012. It came to Laplace and it sold out in about 2 days, less than 2 days. And the store I buy from Mathern's, they had a case came in, maybe it was 8 to 12 bottles, and it was gone quick. This is bottle number 124 out of 1,300. It's written there. Grand Reserve should be saved and shared. It's a barley wine ale. It's bottle conditioned. This is 1 pint 9.4 fluid ounces, so in other words 25.4 ounces. It's brewed in Broussard, Louisiana, which is in Lafayette Parish. There are only 2 reviews on the internet that I could find, on Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, or The Beer and Me, so it's not worth talking about those. And there are no video reviews that I could tell, so this will be the first one in the world. Now hopefully they'll bring it back next year. Now it has a wax top. I think it's more like plastic, but it's like a wax style top. Which I guess I'll have to break off. I thought I could pull it off with the bottle opener. Okay, it's got that plastic, burgundy plastic coating. Okay, there's the cap. A lot of smoke on this cold, damp day. But the cold front is moving through, so I think by tomorrow it'll be brilliant sunshine. It was sunny for a little bit, now the clouds are back. Okay, a kind of soap bubbly type beige head and a pretty, well, it's a semi-clear, you can sort of see through it, a semi-clear amber appearance. Yeah. Okay, let's see what it smells like. It smells like a barley wine or a American style ale, really. It's pungent. It's you can pick up the hops. It's that piney note. The malt, the medium roasted sweet malt. This beer is 11% alcohol. Okay, so it's strong, and I'm gonna sip on this slowly. Interesting. Much like the Anchor Bigfoot, it's got a pretty strong hop profile. You get a pretty good amount of bittering hops, say piney type hops. You have your bready malts, but they're not too strong or deeply roasted. I would say medium roasted at the most. They're sweet, they're mild. I always say this in my videos, but it always reminds me of Roman meal bran bread. I don't see Roman meal too much anymore, but when I was a child, my mom used to give that to us all the time, and a lot of these beers have that Roman meal bran bread flavor. And you get a little bit of the bread crust. I don't know what the IBU is. I would think maybe 40. But that sometimes is sort of irrelevant. Like you'll have a high IBU number and the beer won't taste too bitter, and you'll have a relatively low IBU and it'll taste a lot more bitter. So the mouthfeel is medium and ale-like, kind of soft, a little oily. The finish is semi-dry, pretty smooth actually, and fairly drinkable. You would never guess it was 11%. I wouldn't. It just doesn't seem that strong. If I drank that whole bottle, though, I bet you I'll know that it is. I think it would be interesting to see how this beer would taste a year from now, or 3 years from now, or 5 or 6 years from now. I'm sure it would change a lot as it aged. And I bet if I swish the bottom of the bottle when I get down to the end, it's so dark you can't see, there might be some, I'll bet there'd be little sediment, considering that it's bottle condition. But it's pretty fresh. It's only about a month old, and so maybe it might be a month and a half old. But it's pretty good. It's in fact, it's quite good, and it doesn't really have that brandy flavor. You know, a lot of the barley wines are so strong. They have a brandy type flavor, and which doesn't bother me. But a lot of people make them gag. You see, it's so harsh. But this is really a mild one. I'm going to say A minus. It's excellent, but just so. It's not. It's just not bold enough, or either that, or I'm a little too picky. But regardless, it is an A minus. It is excellent. I don't know if it's worth $14.99 a bottle, but I figured I'll either try it now or try it never. Anyway, Les Bon Temps Roulé. This is an excellent beer, and I recommend that you try it. Even though if you haven't bought it, you'll never see it until maybe next year if they release a 2013, or next season, a 2013 beer. But I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Louisiana and go to a Louisiana State University Tigers basketball game.